Welcome to Yeshiva Daf Shir sponsor Nishma Sami Akashom Le'Abbas Yitzchok. We're holding Basra Daf Lamedat. We're starting Daf Lamegimel with base towards the bottom. It's actually almost almost 10 lines from the bottom. Hudo Omar Lechavei 9 lines from the bottom. Hudo Omar Lechavei my bias mine. Person tells his friend, "What are you doing in this land?" Apart from you, I 8 years of chazakah. I see Chad Sado the Ochlot class shot. He brought 1/8. He didn't bring 280. But he brought only 1/8 that he ate for 3 years. So Rabban Kamei da Abaye Lemeimar Hainu Nischo de Rabbi Abba. Oh, this is a very, very Yesodistic sugya. Nischo de Rabbi Abba. We have it over here. We have it in Masechet Shuas. This is the story of Nischo de Rabbi Abba. What is Nischo de Rabbi Abba? Tahu Gava, there was a story. This person, he stole a piece of silver from his friend. Also, Kamei Rabbi Abba comes from Rabbi Abba. Have a Yossi Rabbi Abba Kamei. And Rabbi Abba saying for Rabbi Abba, I see Chatzadeh the Michtav Chotamin. He brings 1/8 that he stole it. So he went, he grabbed the silver from his friend. And 1/8 says it. Only 1/8. So it says the person who took it, the thief says, Chatfi. I did take it. But it's mine. This guy took my silver, I took it back. So Rabbi Ami, with the Hamdad and Davadab. So what will be the din over here? L'shalim, should he pay for it? Like a trisali. There's no 280. It's only 1/8. Lifterei, says Potter. Ikechatza, you have 1/8. Lishtabo, maybe we'll do a shua. He admits. He says, I stole it. So what we do a shua? Shua is what? What does a shua mean? The shua is always to say, I'm doing a shua that it's mine. But he admits. So what should he do? Says the Gemara, Omerlu Rabbi Abba have mechuyev shua she'einu yechol yishava, chol mechuyev shua she'einu yechol yishava mishalim. So, it's mechuyev shua. What is mechuyev shua? He needs to do a shua, but he can't because he admitted he took it. He did zagazah. He can't do shua. Can't do shua. What he's going to do? What he's going to do is he has to pay. Mechuyev shua she'einu yechol yishava mishalim. Right? So he brought 1/8 to say that the 1/8 says that he really stole it. This is the Chayav Shua. He basically took away from himself the Shua, so he has to pay. So they're going to say the same thing over here. What happened over here? He went and he's sitting in the land for 3 years. He admits he sat in the land for 3 years. You have 1/8 who says he was there for three years. 280 he does not have. So what does it mean? He has only 1/8 against him. This 1/8 instead of helping him, this 1/8 is going against him. Why? Because there's only one. So, and he can't do a shua. He's going to do a shua. He's going to do a shua that he didn't eat. He admits he ate. He can't do a shua that it's fine because they don't have 280 for that. So what he has over here, he doesn't have enough 80 for chazakah. So he doesn't have chazakah. He has only 1/8. So the same thing over here. This 8 will ruin it for him. Because by having 1/8, that 1/8 basically says that he's chayav and he can't do shua against. He has to pay him back. He has to give the 3 years that he ate. That's what the Gemara understands right now. Says the Gemara in 1 second. It's not the same thing. There the 8 is going against him. Meaning the 8 comes and says, you stole the silver from the friend. He says, I admit it, but it's mine. But the 8 on its own is going against him. How do we know he's going against him? What happens to his 280? What happens instead of having 1/8, you have 280? 280 is saying, we saw this person stealing silver from his friend. He obviously has to pay. I don't care what he says. It's mine. It's not mine. I don't care what you're saying. We saw 280 taken from there. So the 1/8 is going against you. So therefore, you have a mechuyev shua she'einu yechol yishava mishalim. But here, he says I was there for shnei chazakah. I was in the field for 3 years eating my fruits. They have 280 saying that you will keep the karka by him. So the 1/8 is not going against them. The 1/8 is Messiah. So that you don't say in other words, to use 1/8 is somebody, when you have a clash between an individual and 8, so you're saying the 1/8 gives you a shua. Can't do a shua, you take away the money. But here the aid is not clashing. The aid is helping. The aid is assisting the guy to see that his time is a good time now. So I don't say, I'm not going to use the aid against him. Now, so I think I was going to say which case we have in a second. But Toys brings over here, why can he come and say he has a migoy? By Nischad Abiyabo, why doesn't he say you have a migoy? Why migoy, he says loy chatfi. Right? You have a migoy, come and say migoy. This aid says, I saw you stealing it. He says, I admit that I stole it, but it's mine. Migoy, you could have said, I don't admit. So then, he would have to be mechuyev shuya. So allow him to do a shua. In other words, let him to do a migoy to believe it. So he says, so the Torah says, the migoy doesn't help you to be potter. Because the migoy, all the migoy does is to do a shua. What is the migoy? Migoy, they could have said, nah, and I'll be chayav a shua. But now that I say yes, believe me, the what? You can't do the shua. The shua is the shua that's not yours. You want to do a shua that it is mine? The shua you can't. I'm not mechayev you a shua to say it's yours. That's not part of the structure of the shua. The shua is to say this is not this aid is wrong. I'm not saying the aid is wrong. I'm saying the aid is right. So the migoy is not helping you. The migoy is not changing the status of what you said. That's what by Nischad Abiyabo will be different. So he's saying over here that this aid is coming to help him. The aid is coming to help him. I don't say a shua over here. Says the Gemara, what will be a case that you will really apply the same idea of Nischad Abiyabo? Says the Gemara, ki also eleidam yohad Abiyabo lechad sad yotar teshon neolipir. If there'll be one aid that they ate the karka for 2 years, not 3 years. Oh, now you're right. Meaning, let's say he brings it, you have an aid that says this person ate only 2 years. What happens if it's 280? You will have to pay for it, 2 years of the fruits. Because he was there only for 2 years, not 3 years. Now there's only one aid, so he doesn't have to pay. What is it to do? Just do a shua. But he admits that he's there. He just says I was there for 3 years. I just don't have an aid for that. So here the aid and the person is clashing. There you're going to say, in other words, what the Gemara is coming to tell us right now, when does one aid cause a shua? When the one aid is clashing with the person. Now when the one aid is assisting the person. Okay, says the Gemara, with that from the on the base. There was this boat. 2 people are fighting. They're fighting who owns the boat. One says this boat belongs to me. One says this one goes to me. Also, one goes in front of the basin. Says, do me a favor. Hold on to the boat until I'm going to go look for 80. I don't want this guy to take it. I don't want any problems with it. So hold on to the boat. I'm going to go bring 80. Give me some days to go bring the 80. Says, what, tafsina or tafsina? Should we hold on the boat for him or not? Ravuna says you are teifus. Ravuna says you're teifus. Ravuna says you're not teifus. Why not? So the Rashbam learns that it depends on the next machlekes. Let's see the next machlekes. Also, v'loishkach sadi. He went, he couldn't find anything. Gave him a week, he couldn't find anything. Omalu afkuo chol da'al gvar. So what does afkuo mean now? If there are teifus, we just learned the machlekes you're teifus or not. So it says the Rashbam, we talk about either case they did do it, even though there's one domain that says you're not teifus, or that both Baalei Dinim agreed to redo a tfisa. Meaning, Reuben and Shimon are fighting on this boat. They told Beis, you know what? We agree. Hold on to the boat. So they held on to the boat. Now they say, no, I couldn't bring anything. So you know what you do? Let it go out. Kol da'al gvar. We'll fight it out. Who's going to take it? Mafkina or lemafkina? Should we take out the boat for him or not? We don't take the boat for him. We don't take out from Beis to allow people to fight it. We do take it out from Beis and allow them to fight it. We don't, Beis don't take it. If they did teifus, we don't take it out from Beis. So the Rashbam learns these two machlokes independent of each other. They go together. In what way? So look at Lashon Rashbam. Rashbam says, Tafsir or Tafsir. Says the Rashbam. Tibur Amachet Tafsir or Lo Tafsir. Mi leima de Tafsir lo Bezdin. Dai lo ishkach be asad imadrin leima fkin lekademi kar. For like Siba Asir, it says Bezdin plum. No, when we say Bezdin, hold on to the boat. Who cares if you hold on to the boat? There's no grius, so there's no chisar, and you're not missing out if you hold on to the boat. Because in worst case, you can't bring it in, you bring it back to its original state. Nothing changed. Why? The Dimol Mishkak Sadi, maybe won't find anything. The Loyadri, non Mafkin and Lo. And don't take it out. Come on. Means a Shiv Siba Sina Yadenu. You have a Shakino that Dima all and come up the governor of Sina and says, I have Shiloi Kenya Tamashe. So Rashbam learns, it goes together. The Svara of Loit of Sinan, because once you take it out, it can't take it out. Once Bezin take possession of the boat, they seize the boat and hold on to it, they won't let it go. So you're ruining the chances over here. Reuben and Shimon are arguing with the boarders. If you don't touch it, so if we know there's no 18, they're going to fight it out, whoever takes it, takes it. But now, what are you doing? You're saying, Bezin will hold on to it. Bezin will hold on to it. Then Reuben and Shimon lose out. Someone of them is going to lose out because you're not going to be able to do Kol Dal and Gvar. But if you hold Nafkinan, you hold the ones based on the out there. If there's no aid, you still just put it out there. So then Tafsina. That can be hold. Then they will take it originally because there's nothing to lose. So Rashbam learns they both go together. And you mean that's the halacha. What does it more come to halacha? He goes on like Tafsina. Why not? Because if you take it, you can't take it out. If the Beidin took it, you don't take it out because it goes together. So Rashbam knows that these two machlekes are together, are depending on each other. Tosfos doesn't learn that way. The Tosfos brings the Rashbam, and he says, "Eni l'ri." If you look at this in the bottom, Ruach Ravuna, "Eni l'ri l'tloid zebezeh." I don't want to put it together. Medoy pliga no amaroi gufay be'efkinin halat pliga tafsir. It's not the same amaroi. Lachen nireh the Ravuna don't tafsir and afil man doma loy mafkina. Even if you say you don't take out a basic, you're still Tosfos. The man namely should be 18. If he says, I have 18, there's some trust over here. That probably he will bring 18. What is it about Tosfos? Even if you hold, you take it out. Meaning, once you took it out, so then you don't take it out. When I get it out, in other words, it says Tosfos two independent machlekes. One machlekes is, am I Tosfos or not? Do I get involved when I don't know anything? Or I say, do I say, listen, the guy says 18, I have to take the trust, I get involved, or I do not get involved. So that's the one machlekes. And then the other machlekes that we have is the machlekes of, is mafkina loy mafkina, meaning once Bezin took it out, do we go back to the original state or not? Says Tosfos two independent machlekes. And here is a very important thing to know, because Tosfos really puts it out over here, Tosfos Motzia. We have three rules. We have a rule, one rule is, meaning don't touch. We have a rule over here, Kol Dal and Gvar, fight each other, let people fight it. And then we have a rule of Yachleiku. Shai Boichs Vitalis. So how do you answer these three different things? When do we say what? That's the question. There's a very, very big discussion over here in the Rishonim, many shivas. Let's just mention what that Tosfos learns. Tosfos Motzia, Tosfos here. Tosfos learns like this. If they're holding on to it, they're both holding on to it, and it could be that they're both right. Shtai looks at us. Each one says this is right. They both can be right, can be both, it belongs to both. Then you say, Yachleiku. If they're holding on to it, but the chalukah is not emes, so one of them is lying, it can't be both. Right? So then you say Yemunach. If they're not holding on to it, so then you say, Kol Dal and Gvar, the fighting out. Right? 3, holding on and it can be right, holding on and it can be right, Yemunach. Now holding on, Kol Dal and Gvar. That's the Tosfos and the Ramban in a similar shita. The Rimigash holds that when they're holding on to it, you say Yachleiku. Even if they're maybe lying. You say, oh, yachlik. And if they're not muhzak, you say, kol dal gvar. But if it's sitting by somebody else's hand, yemunach, like by us, right? In our sugya, based on holding on to it, then you don't take it, you don't touch it. But if nobody's holding on to it, you say kol dal gvar. So, and there's other shittas that we're showing, the shittas of Rivar, Rashba, just mention here a few of what we have. Now, one last thing with this will end this year is what is the idea of kol dal gvar? They find it out. Why? What does that give you? So we have here a machlekes in the Rishonim. The Shittas Harosh is the kol dal gvar is a psak din. What does it mean? What's a sort of psak din? So he says, because whoever is listen to this lashon, it's a gewaltic idea. Anybody who's moiser nefesh ala davar, that means it's his. You have two people fighting. One guy is willing to go stronger. He wants it more. It shows it's his. So kol dal gvar helps me to figure out who it is. I have a chayfetz, I don't know what it is. I leave it out there. I say, whoever is the owner should come and grab it. Whoever grabs it, it's a riot that probably it is. That's the shita of the Rosh. The shita learned in the meter, the shita Mekretz brings, he says the kol dal gvar is not a psak. But basically, it's a stalkus. Stalkus means basically, I'm not getting involved. I'm out. You figure it out. And there's many enough communities between the things. How do I understand kol dal gvar and I understand stalkus? Because if I understand that it's kol dal gvar, so then it means a psak din. So now I have a halach. I know that it belongs to this guy. But if it's stalkus, I don't know. So one enough community. Once the guy holds on to it, let's say you have Reuben and Shimon are fighting, Reuben grabs all of it, it's his. Can Shimon come and take it down from Reuben? So if you hold the kol dal gvar is a birur, I can't. Right now I know it belongs to Reuben. But if it's not a birur, it's just a Beis Din Mistalik. Beis Din Mistalik, you still have Mistalkus over it. So maybe they're not getting it out. Reuben will fight to give him Shimon. Shimon will fight to give him Reuben. Maybe we'll still work. And so and there's many other enough communities regarding this thing. I didn't stand kol dal gvar, but this is the main longest of kol dal gvar. We'll stop over here. The very short dapper over here, but with a lot of longest in Chosh Mishpat. And Be'ez Hashem, we'll start on the two dots in the next stuff. Kol Tuv, have a wonderful day.